I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Hello everyone. Before we get started, there's a couple things I have to change. So I'll be right back. Okay, I changed the volume of the game so you can hear the sounds a little better. So, I actually haven't done much since the last time I streamed this, which was, granted, months ago. So what I'm going to do, I finished the Blood and Wine main quest line. At this point, I'm going to clean up some of the side quests. I might take out some of the bandit camps, and then I'm going to go back to Velen to work on Ciri and Yen's tasks. And if I remember, with my New Game Plus, I chose Triss over Yen, so let's see how that plays out. So, let's continue.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses Avalach too began to lay plans of his own.
Alright, so let's look at the quest log here. Nope, that's alchemy. Some games L is the quest log, some games J is the quest log, so I can never remember which one it is. Paper Chase. That is the lowest level quest we have. We're going to work our way from lowest to highest level quests here. I'm going to skip the Gwent tournament. I'm going to skip Fists of Fury. That one... I don't think I ever finished this on my first playthrough, the Vintner's Contract. Portrait I have, that's a really cool quest. Really some nice vistas on it. But we're going to do Paper Chase for right now, because we're right in town. So let's go do that.
You'll not find wood
Where
here.
are you?
A job is like a lady. You can always get a new one.
So we have to go to the bank. This one, trying to remember what it was about. I vaguely remember it.
Man who saved us all.
Oh, here he comes! A hero!
Let's say. Eight in the morning and 10 in the evening. So let's, Nope, that's not 8 in the morning. That's gonna be 8 in the morning.
Let me open this locked. Where's the bank? There's a catch. Catch 22.
Welcome to Gianfinelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer's always right. How might I be of service?
I'd like to change some coin.
By all means.
Oh, that's right, I had some coin in there.
Got
I didn't know you could do it at this bank, too.
to make a withdrawal.
Naturally. Your name?
Geralt of Rivia.
Wait a moment, please, while I find the relevant record. I'm afraid I can't help you. Extraordinary circumstances, you see. There's a note in the records. The account holder is dead.
That's inaccurate, as you can see.
It's some kind of mistake. The note is clearly an error. To reactivate the account, you'll need permit A38. For more information, please go to window number 1.
All right. Where's window number 1?
What's that? What can I do for you?
Oh, it's locked.
Welcome to Gianfinelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
She doesn't seem very enthusiastic.
I'd like to reactivate my account, so I need a copy of permit A38.
Wrong window, I fear.
Happen to know where I can do it then?
Let me think. Perhaps upstairs, in records? Or downstairs in the archive? You must ask them, sir.
Do just that.
Yes? Can I help you?
Right. Sorry, gotta get through.
Hold there. What is this? Back off the queue, sir.
Nope. We're not going to the back of the line. We're coming right up here.
Definitely back, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer is always right. How might I help you?
This where I get permit A38?
Naturally. Just hand me your Form 202, please.
Form 202? Just what are you trying to pull?
Sir, I'm not pulling anything. Just following procedure. Permit A38 can only be issued upon presentation of Form 202, as stated specifically in Ordinance N60. Please, go to window number 1.
Just came from there. Never mind. Be back shortly with Form 202.
Sir, jumping the queue.
This quest is entertaining.
You cut in front of me, sir.
Did no such thing. Been standing here the whole time.
Is that so? You know you're the third today to try that ruse. I will not stand for this. Just you wait, I'll teach you some manners.
Go on, hit me.
Oh, gentlemen, if you wish to raise a ruckus, do it outside.
Outside, now! I shall teach you the meaning of decency.
Witches play flash juices spouted and poured. You're about in anarchist wars war.
Boy, simply prepare to be humbled.
From its powers.
I shall teach you the meaning of decency.
Shut up and fight.
I hate fist fighting in this game.
Boy, simpleton, prepare.
Especially in tight corners like this.
Swing the swine.
What the fuck? Why did you... I really dislike fist fighting. It's so cumbersome and awkward.
Meaning of decency.
Hobbled a pace on his stump arms like crutches.
That is one of the worst... It took a minute for me to actually even remember my keybinds. It's been a while since I've done this. I've never liked fist fighting in this game, and I hate being forced into it. I probably should have chosen the other dialogue option.
Tasteless is an understatement.
Nazeri, I'd never wear anything from that barbaric land.
You know what? I'm gonna try that fist fight again, because I don't like how that turned out. Okay, the checkpoint's too far back. Never mind.
She often goes deep and hot to put on a show. This number likely costs more than one night in a month.
I truly want her.
Come on. Where the hell she go? Air pomade. Need to follow the scent. Could be the lead I need.
So you see, she claims puffed sleeves will be in fashion next season.
Excuse me. Got something I gotta take care of at window 1.
Cannot be serious.
I too find it hard to believe. For
Excuse me.
can you not see what it says there? We're on our break.
Celine, darling, sign this for me, will you?
Oh, there you are. Listen, there's something
We're on break.
Ah, you try to be polite, it just never gets through.
Got no choice, I guess. Need to wait till they're done with their break.
My distaste for fist fights is why I never do the Fist of Fury quests. I just don't like fist fighting in this game.
So,
like, most of the combat is relatively unforgiving compared to, you know, I don't know.
Though, guess I need...
Like, fist fighting is exceptionally unforgiving compared to normal combat, because you can't use signs, you can't use any healing potions, you can't use anything like that.
but
I'm not even playing on the hardest difficulty. I'm not even playing on the second hardest difficulty. I'm playing on the medium difficulty. No, I'm not playing Gwent. I fucking hate Gwent too.
Pretty well. Must have taken care of a good amount of business.
Oh, naturally, my friend. Naturally. Indeed, I've managed to work the system a time or two. You see, such things require finesse, subtlety. Otherwise, you're stuck. I have seen them try everything. Magic, hypnosis, bribery. Nothing works.
Might as well go if nothing works. There's nothing I can do.
Be kind. Be pleasant. This and only this. The woman here, she sits at her window 12 hours each day without hearing so much as a good day from anyone. But muster up some flowers, some perfume. Well, you will resolve your matter lickety-split.
Right. Certainly worth a shot.
Good luck.
Yes? Can I help?
Whoa!
Damn it! Watch where you step, fool.
Oh! Ah!
Oh!
Perfumery. I guess we're doing the perfume rather than the flowers.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle? Ginacia petals?
How's business?
The coin is good, but just between us, I'm going batty with boredom. I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Henrietta prefers at the time. If just once somebody would order some poison, eh?
Show me what you've got in stock.
Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Perfume. We will take one of them.
Need to get going. Till next time.
Alright. Well, now that we've got the perfume, let's head back and be nice to the bitchy bank lady.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
Need Form 202 to get a copy of Permit A38. Do you know that? Couldn't have told me? Wasted a lot of time because of you.
Please, sir. There's no need to lose your temper. I thought it obvious and thus needed no stating. The form will soon be ready. Name and surname?
Geralt of Rivia.
Let me find it. Get on, Gemel. Here it is. Geralt of Rivia. Sorry, sir, I cannot issue Form 202.
Excuse me?
The applicant in question has been declared dead, officially. Now, do tell me, sir, how am I to enter that into the ledger?
Like musky aromas, right?
And how would you know that, sir?
Smelled it. When you walked by. That scent you wear? Lovely. So I thought to myself, bet she'll like this too.
Oh, but I shouldn't, really.
Please, accept it as a token of my thanks for your help with my file.
No, it's not. It's The Witcher 3. I haven't played this in a while. I've kind of been wanting to lately, so...
Ah, please, wait a moment. I shall fetch Master Cinfanelli. Perhaps he'll arrange something that excludes the paperwork.
You tell him dinna disturb, but no, always some bugger who can't stand to wait. Plough me, who's this? Hearty greetings, Master Geralt. You haven't paid us a visit in eons.
Been a bit busy, but I'm back now and I need your help with something.
Of course. Now do tell, how can I help you?
Got a problem with my account. Wanted to withdraw some coins, see, but...
Nae problem there, we'll get you paid up in a jiffy. Just gonna need to settle yon tiny wee trifle.
Heard that already. Permit A38, among others.
Oh, my hands are tied without them, Geralt. But I see you're a quick learner in the ways of banking. You'll get them in a heartbeat.
Cianfanelli, no more excuses. Pay out my coin, now.
Come on, Master Witcher, for why the ire? There's no need. We'll have it all for you. Just need to see the necessary documents.
Got a document right here means a hell of a lot more than any of your forms or permits. Have a look.
Her enlightened highness. She's hired you.
Mm-hmm. And as her personal emissary, I demand access to my account, right now.
That's kind of sketchy.
Master Witcher, this way. So how's the trade these days, Master Witcher?
Can't complain.
Good for you, because in our neck of the woods things are dark, dark shite. Wine sales are stuck in the muck and sinking deeper. It's the fucking wretched names, I tell you. Folk out with the duchy haven't any notion how to say Côte de Blessure and all that. It twists their tongues in bloody knots. Makes them ashamed to ask for it. Done. Deposit box 256. Last yin on the right.
What the hell's this, Cianfanelli? Box is empty.
Well, coins got to circulate. So when we learned you were dead, Master, we, circulated yours. Purchased stocks, bonds, invested in a few vineyards. Before we knew it, there was hee-haw left in the box.
Really ought to call it what it is. You robbed me, plain and simple.
Nay, Master Witcher, never! I wouldn't dare!
Oh, you'd dare. And now you'll answer for it. Open the gate.
Master Witcher, I'll pay it all back, every red copper. I swear it on my nana's beard.
Got a week, not 1 day more.
You shan't regret this, I swear. I'll rustle it up. Have it ready for you in 7 days.
See you then.
I think that's the solution I took with my first time playing it. I just didn't see it worth, like, roughing up the poor guy. Alright. So, before we continue that, let's move on to the next lowest, which is A Knight's Tales. We'll talk to Jacob the Woodcutter and try and get a little bit more reacquainted with combat in this game, because it's absolutely nothing like combat in WoW or Elder Scrolls Online. They're both very different games, although it's closer to Elder Scrolls Online than it is WoW.
But he'll give me to the witches.
I've played other games so much, I just tried to press H to call Roach, which is the mount button in Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I shall sing you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This game is so beautiful, though. Like, you just play it, you get absorbed in the world.
Oh, here he comes. Stocks and the whip away. The famed Geralt of Rivia, truly champion.
Oh,
Not so
told me to go that way before, now it's... Oh. The GPS in this game. 3 different times it's pointed 3 different directions. Oh, Roach, what are we gonna do with you? Just Roach things.
Am I invisible? Mis exotica.
400 meters. Roach, Roach, Roach. I was trying to steer you left and you were trying to go right. Silly horse.
Slow now.
Godspeed, bum-poked. You must hang on, milady.
Well, let's wait till night now. Get our potions up. So what was I using? Trying to remember what I was using back then. Oh, Catacan is nice. I think I used Grave Hag for a while. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad. We want that one. I can't remember what setup I had. Critical hit, I think. What's my toxicity? Toxicity's up there. Superior Tawny Owl. So we have Swallow there. And Thunderbolt. Trying to remember what was. Okay. F, T, and Q are my things there.
Me a bit longer.
You, Jacob?
Heel, Mohort. Down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See? Not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe, either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog, Moholt, to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynxcrag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. Second edition. Amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included.
I always do all the optional dialogue.
Tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise even if I wished to.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. With me a bit longer, Lady Depp.
Swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood, too. The bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here. Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain. Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Mm-hmm. Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
My help doesn't come free, you know.
You speak to a lowly woodcutter. No stench of coin about me. I cannot pay that much. I do not have that much. Agreed. I will pay as soon as the young mate is free.
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hint, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
Alright, let's read this book. So we have to be humble. Come on, Roach, you easily confused horse.
Come on, Roach.
Okay, so let's get some potion oils on our blades. That is probably a beast up there, so beast oil is that one. Steel blade. Necrophage is usually the way to go. for the silver most of the time. Those are bar guests, and those, I forgot what they are. Bar guests, what are they? Are they cursed ones? No. Specters? Yeah, they're specters. Let's put some specter oil on the on our silver. Is one? Oh, it's cursed. One? Yeah, that's specter. Where'd they go? I didn't get any one of my decoctions gives me bonus damage if I'm full vitality, but because they do magic damage, Coin Shield doesn't absorb it. We don't want to do the entrance right now. Bar guests? I don't know what's more annoying, bar guests or
Not attacking doesn't mean it's not a threat, though.
Raids are dangerous like that too because they ignore Quen as well.
Witches.
I think I fought her in my first playthrough. That's not what I wanted to do. There goes that bomb.
Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess a body transformation. Of spell enhancements or trophies. Arrow broken in half, no doubt to bring bad luck to the archer. Branch off a grapevine, could be to ensure a good harvest or a bad one. Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft, yet it seems I've a guest from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
Already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree, girl, do you?
What if I do?
Then you had best know you waste your time. The old tales? Did your Nan not tell them to you? Even I, the Witch of Link's Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
The Lady's Knight. You ever make it here?
Sir Gareth. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a quick change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
A tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Of course. Was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
What if I asked you nicely to lift the curse, please?
Gareth met the fate he deserved. And what happened to his wench was not my fault.
All right, so you didn't cast the curse, but could you help lift it?
I probably could. But why ever would I?
I'll humble myself, prostrate myself before you like the Gareth of the tale did. I beseech you to help me. Lift the curse that imprisoned Daphne in the tree.
When I saw you enter my heart, I thought, now there is a fellow who shall bend his neck for no one. Stand. None, not even I can restore to the lass the years she has lost, can erase the suffering she has endured. We cannot bring her back to life, but I shall tell you how you might let her depart in peace. Yet my aid shall have its price. A lock of your hair.
How can I know you won't use it to cast a spell on me?
I require this. I must, for with it I will cast a spell to conceal me from you for all time, and will use it for nothing else. You will nag me never again, and you've nothing to fear, I assure you. I always keep my word.
I'll trust you against my better judgment. Lock of my hair's yours.
I think I killed her on my first playthrough, so...
Splendid.
What do I need to do?
You must convince the maiden her beloved yearned to return, but perished in the attempt. Take her silk kerchief and a fragment of Gareth's remains. His bones lie bleaching in the cave beneath this rock. Fire must consume the kerchief and remains. And remember, your heart, your intentions must be pure. Clear?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. And adieu. Once you walk out that door, never shall we meet again.
But not before I rob from your garden. Yeah, because I vaguely remember when I first played this, when I killed her, I had to deal with the panther too. Gorgon foothills. We all know who the Gorgons were. The witches. Alright, do we... Yeah, we have the 20 owl. So, what are we fighting? Daphne's Wraith. Those are insectoids, so we are going to use insectoid oil. Yeah, I'm a bit rusty at combat. Like a couple months ago, I would have taken a lot less damage. Come on, no, I did not want to jump up there. I only wanted to loot it. Sometimes the movement in this game. Like, they make the animations realistic and it makes movement cumbersome and awkward. Like, simply jumping up on a ledge is... Okay. I thought he was supposed to be in this cave. Bit of a drop. That's not though. Hey, why is the arrow pointing me that way? This is the cave, I think. Where are these remains? Ah, there they are. Oh, come on, Geralt. Ah. I just want to loot the fucking body here. There we go.
Some bones. Gareth's remains. These then. Wonder why the armor came apart. Magic? Gotta get back to the tree. Lift the curse.
So one of the things that I jokingly said about The Witcher 3, half of playing The Witcher 3 is getting Roach to go where you want him to go, and the other half is getting Geralt to go where you want him to go.
Move it!
So? You met the witch. You must have. What did you learn?
That witch? She's not near as bad as folks say. Made me bow and scrape, sure. But I know some sorceresses witchier than her.
Joyous bleeding news, but what about Daphne?
I can lift the curse, free her, by performing a ritual, making a sacrifice of her kerchief and Gareth's remains. But we gotta start at the right time. When the hour comes, I'll light 4 fires for the 4 winds, then begin the ritual.
Fires? Then I shall be of use to you after all. Seems you need wood. Much of it.
Chop as much as you can. I'll see to the rest.
I've chopped and stacked the wood. What now?
My turn. Gotta light fires and talk to the woman enchanted in the tree. No idea.
So she's probably going to be a wraith, so,
Stand at a distance. And if you see me draw my sword, run.
She's cursed oil. Wait, was it cursed oil or specter oil? Specter oil.
Look your last to the world's 4 winds. From the south, not a word. From the east, no cry is heard. From the north, silent sighs. From the west peer hollow eyes. Cease your vigil, dead he lies. Hear me, you who hide beneath this bark. The day of your freedom has come. Behold a kerchief, proof of your love for another. Behold, a bone of he to whom you offered your love.
Gareth, my Gareth, he shall never return.
No, he won't.
Is his love for me gone? Did he stay true?
Gareth broke his vow, failed to stay faithful.
Man is built of mud and filth, milady, and is like to blunder, we all are.
How cruel is the world to render conferring one's love so hard?
But what would the world be without love?
The time comes that I depart. I've waited too long. I've suffered too much. And now I wish to go.
Farewell, milady.
I thank you, stranger. And you, my knight. I thank you for speaking to me. For standing vigil at my feet.
I did not think it would end this way. I hoped we could revive her. But I guess it was not to be.
We did all we could.
You did well. Here, your pay. And the book is yours as well.
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
So long, Witcher. I must think. Put this straight in my head.
What are you doing, Roach? Alright, so let's see what we have next. Oh, that's a long ways away.
Let's go!
You know what? I don't like doing long trips like this on a keyboard and mouse because just holding the button is a pain in the ass. So we are going to fire up the Steam controller because I much prefer making long trips with a Steam controller. So let's find that and turn it on. Okay, it's... Hold on one second, let me save the game and restart the game with the Steam controller on, because I think you have to actually... Like, I've started the game without the Steam controller and had to do all that. I'll be right back in a moment, regardless.
I see.
Sorry about how long that took. I totally forgot that The Witcher 3 likes to sync the Steam Cloud every time I start the game. And because I have so many save files, it takes a long fucking time when I'm trying to stream because, like, of the upload speed.
Exceptionally powerful magic. So Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own.
So I'm going to use a Steam controller to drive the horse because that's a long trip, and I'm going to do it completely on foot rather than fast traveling. I don't really want to fast travel because I'd rather do it while it's still night. I prefer to do most of my questing at night. Easier for me to hold down a controller button than it is to try and just hold my pinky on the shift button, because that's actually kind of annoying. Silly horse gets easily confused.
Go, go. Hey there.
Start no pros.
Slow now. Whoa.
You silly horse.
Let's go.
Oh!
I must be in Beauclair because I can't gallop now.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair. When the clock strikes 6, ladies start to work their lips. Hey there, little lamb. How much for your wound?
A lot.
Good
And
victuals,
peppers for you.
rations, suited to a voyage at sea.
You're about to burst.
I love you.
The surf with your beauty. Watch my bum. Vampires. Real life. Flesh. Filthy blood vampires.
We're in a graveyard. Hey Jacob, how's it going? That's good.
That's it, Roach.
Foglets are necrophages, so we're going to use necrophage oil. But I think there's Barghests here, so let's use Spectre instead. We're going to use Beast Oil, I think, on the steel. Active Quen shield. Yes, it is spoopy.
Might want to look around some. This one's full too. Nothing interesting here.
I don't think I ever did this quest on my first playthrough. I've already handled the curse with the white here, because that was part of the main quest line for the expansion.
This one's full too. Nothing interesting here. Full. Strange. That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Alright, so what do we have now in terms of secondary quests? I'm going to do the portrait, because the portrait's an interesting one. Where did that horse go? There you went, Roach. Those things hurt. Oh, come on, Roach. What the fuck are you doing? This fucking horse.
Move it!
The Duchess summoned.
Now where'd you get them fancy papers?
I was just following the bad GPS. It's starting to get light. Morning time. Supposed to meet him at noon, so let's go to where he is and then meet him. Have you been more active? And plus it takes more than a couple days for, like, because you're not going to really see much in the way of change over the span of 2 days. If you ate a lot for 2 days, yeah, you'll directly gain the weight, like, almost immediately, but you won't really notice anything until you've been doing it consistently for a while.
Reginald Daltrey has returned, not to be missed.
I never knew vampire extermination.
Stop, send the whip!
Reginald, the statue of Reginald. Bundle the statue's balls. Actually, it's a pretty good buff.
Long live Duchess Anna Henrietta!
Quite the fragrant whiff.
Close in the veins.
I'm getting a lot of hitching when I save the game. That makes me wonder if, because I normally keep all my save games on solid state drives so I don't get that kind of hitching when a game saves. So it makes me wonder if it's actually saving to my mechanical hard drive. Wait, there's a quest here and it's up. Okay, so how do we get up there? Entrance to this tower. Oh, there it is. Okay, I need a key. How do I get a key? Oh, it's Guillaume and Vivian.
But it's my dynastic quest.
I don't like it.
Very well.
That's why I never saw this quest before, because I had a different outcome to this quest.
Greetings, Witcher.
You're well? Everything seem in order?
We are, and it is. I thank you again, Geralt.
Noticed any changes? Anything strange on your body? Troubling symptoms?
How shall I put this? I've grown some feathers. Well, down, to be precise.
Whereabouts?
Why mention it? It's such a minor problem.
Personally, I like it.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's goddamn funny.
Well, take care, you two. Lovebirds.
Oh, Geralt with the joke. Gotta love Geralt's humor. And to those who are watching the stream who don't get the joke, she had a curse that was turning her into a bird. And in order to lift the curse, he agreed to take on the curse, so he grew down.
But I told you.
And when he says two lovebirds, yeah, they've both been a bird at some point, sort of. Oh, that's goddamn hilarious.
Slower.
Well, apparently whoever wanted to get in that tower needed a key, but apparently we didn't need to get in the tower. Alright, here's the painter.
The light is inopportune at the moment. Could you return around noon?
Suppose I could. Oh, not that button. This one.
I'm here.
Let us go! We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued. A work of mine, Turtle Dove o'er the Heath, hangs in the Ducal Palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said, and fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters.
Disregard Nightbot. Nightbot's just being a jerk.
Yes. Pierre Auguste Moustache.
Epiphany, can you do me a favor and add Jacob to Nightbot?
He's a second-rate hack and a thief. We'll continue on foot. Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby? Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us. My paints, my...
Thank you, Epiphany.
I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
Wouldn't happen to have another set with you? And, nothing you could use instead?
My word.
Oh, Nightbot.
Scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
What are we gonna do with you, Nightbot?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine, I'll take a look around.
I think it is life that imitates art.
I think I have to fight beasts on this, so we're gonna do some beast oil here.
Right you are, Fingo.
And I think my choice of decoctions was a little different than what it normally is, but definitely I think that one. I think I did the crit one. We'll go Akimara.
Baron de Cordell, for one.
Oh yes, that nose. He actually had a mage enlarge it after he saw that the Reb Courage play.
Spilled paint.
Now he's become
Reeks to high heavens of turpentine. Footprints. Clear, but curiously small. Another stain. Could very well be a lead. Footprints. Clear, but curiously small.
Children? Was it children? I can't remember.
Another stain. Could very well be a lead.
Loot all the things. Foglets, that's necrophages. Or not foglets, they're, no, that's ogroid. They're neckers. So...
Neckers? Jeez. Should still be able to use them.
Keep wanting to mine that. Okay, that's a steep hill.
Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot.
Oh, where are you going?
Fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Painting this masterpiece gonna take long?
A mere 6 hours. The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tales.
No. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
Come on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
Yes, Geralt does jest, and he jests quite a bit. I still can't find the quest where Roach talks. I want to do that quest. I don't know where it is. This game is so freaking big, you can... You know, if I try and stumble on it randomly, it could take forever.
Hey there. This the place?
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
It is a nice view.
You must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
I think it did on horseback last time. Let's do reclining.
Think I'll lie down. At least that way I can nap while you work.
The hero at rest, lying on his side, propped up on an elbow, staring into the distance, relishing a victory. I can paint in a griffin corpse later. Though, naturally, a nap is out of the question. We resolved that earlier. May I begin? Or would you prefer to strike a more dynamic pose?
Let's see what he says on each of the dialogue options. I think horseback was the first one.
Maybe I could just stand, sword in hand.
Ah, splendid! A heroic pose, of course. The bold warrior, his sword held aloft, ready to run at that willow over there. I will paint in a griffin later. Shall I begin? Or would you prefer to adopt another pose?
Yeah, I like this. Let's go for it.
Go ahead.
Now, be so kind as to adopt that look you gave me when I first asked you to work with me. That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
A few hours later.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
Run and hide.
Here is Mummy! Ah!
Alright, so... Griffin... Oh, Christ, I hate doing this with the controller on. Alright, Griffin. Griffins are... either relic oil, or... I think they're relic oil. I'm trying to remember this. No, they're not relics, which means they're hybrids. They're hybrids. Yes, they're hybrids. A hybrid oil. They're weak to Ard, I believe, and
Is it safe?
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death!
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square. Oof. monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid! Interesting color palette. And the textures, and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is, well, too far cut and chopped.
See you, Jacob. Have a good evening.
That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles. And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your likeness. For posterity.
That's not bad at all. Not quite as good as that, though. That's a really freaking good sword. That one's really good too, but I don't think that's actually better than what I have, because the Erendite is so freaking good. Although the Fanath is not bad either, it's just not as much damage. The Erendite's fully upgraded, so... But the Fanath would be a little more forgiving of, like, if I don't do my combat particularly well. So I might actually go with that one most of the time while I'm not really back up to speed in the game. Although I did that one pretty well. Did take some damage though, I think. So let's go, Roach.
Slow now. Whoa. Faster.
Damn it, Roach. Trees, Roach. You struggle with trees. And bridges. And fences. And streams. And cliffs. And roads. And walkways. And people. And Geralt. You just struggle. As I said.
Who'd have thought?
Alright, what other quests do we have here? Wait one day. I could probably do that now. Oh, can't do that while on brooch.
I never knew vampire extermination.
Oh.
What was that?
Never you are. The air here is such that one is never hungover.
None of which are suitable to show myself in.
Yeah, I've actually read the short story where that comes from. The Butcher Blaviken. That's pretty hilarious.
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
Isn't it great?
Not exactly what I imagined. I believe I posed with all my clothes on. Clearly remember that, in fact. Some other details are off, too.
Invalid as a criticism. I depicted you in a more flattering state. The painting has drawn crowds, aroused a great deal of interest.
Can see that. Anyway, some advice for the future. Warn your subjects about your intentions. Your next model might not be so forgiving.
You don't like it. I'm hurt. Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento, though I'd hardly call the price.
Yeah, I like it too.
Indeed. Few have the sophistication to appreciate my technique. I sometimes go hungry as a consequence.
All right. At least this way I'll be able to control who sees it. Thanks.
Alright, so which quest are we going to do next? Do we have any Witcher contracts? UFO Monster and Bovine Blues. Could do all the scavenger hunts too. And I have completed a lot of quests in this game for anyone who hasn't seen any of the previous ones. Like, yeah, that's a lot of quests, and I failed one. No, two. I don't play Gwent, so I didn't do that one. And both times I played it, I've managed to miss one thing with this. I think it was the casino both times, actually. A lot of quests. There's a lot of content in this game. So when you're looking at these quests, the yellow exclamations are base game. The red ones are Blood and Wine expansion. And the blue ones are the Hearts of Stone. Which is actually a fantastic expansion. Well, I mean, they're both really good expansions. But, I'll probably do a little bit more of this off stream. I definitely wanted to do the painting one on stream because that was a fun one. Let's do the paper chase one now. Let's wait a week. We'll just meditate for several days. There we go. That's a week.
Ah.
Master Witcher, spare me a wee moment.
What is it?
Got your coin, sir. And a wee gift to thank you for the trust you showed. This blade's the Reckoner. It saved my arse a fair number of times.
Thanks, Cianfanelli. We'll call it even.
One last thing. I'd like to apologize for the whole minging kerfuffle.
Oh, the Witcher!
Master Witcher! What can I do?
So what weapon is that? Let's take a look. Not terrible. Nowhere near as good as what I have, but it's not terrible. You know, I forgot what enchantment I had on my chest armor. I have no idea why I keep using Quen as soon as I go into combat. Okay, so what other quests do we have? You know what? I'm gonna go back and go back to Novigrad and at least talk to Avallac'h, Triss, and Yennefer. So yeah, let's do that. Where's the... Alright, here's the nearest market.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avallac'h, too, began to lay plans of his own.
Sounds like it's raining outside.
I serve the eternal fire.
Another drifter in from Tiberia.
Zoltan.
Geralt.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
It even sounds bad.
I love Dandelion. He's such a great character.
Always.
Gotta tell me, how do you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I planned to turn it into the most elegant venue in town. A den of art and culture.
I love Dandelion. Such a great character.
All right.
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have, unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly, you might say you inspired me.
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
You make it sound important. So, guess it's not exactly common knowledge.
I'd even call it a secret.
How do you manage to hide it?
Oh, I assure you he's excellent at covering his tracks, though not terribly subtle. But I'm even better at uncovering them.
Haven't mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
Want a deal? Talk to him? Trust him? I'd rather just kill him.
That is precisely one of the reasons why Gels abhors your world. Your senseless brutality. At times, one must use reason rather than blades.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan. If we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Alder folk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, Few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Meet you there. Gotta see to something along the way.
Hurry. I'd rather not loiter in the street any longer than necessary.
I'll be doing this part last. I want to take care of Triss and Ciri's tasks before I do that. Let's talk to Triss first.
How much for the night?
You're mistaken. I'm a dancer, not
Oh!
They have, but things have changed.
Ah!
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Come on, we came out of it fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
That's the sole comfort I find in this, but it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
Yeah, but I'd never let Ciri come to any harm. You know that. Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
And the others? Kira? Margarita? Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
I hope they work out for us, and we actually find Philippa and Rita.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
Know what Yen's found out?
You'll need to ask her. I've been busy trying to find Philippa.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a Dimeridium band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Yep, that's Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here. fleeced Zoltan Bear, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Need to take care of something first. Meet you somewhere later?
Fine. The fountain outside the Passiflora. And hurry, please.
So I'm going to talk to Yen, and I'm going to set it so I can do it later. Then when I, probably on another stream, I'll do, the different preparations, and then we'll start working towards, completing the storyline. So let's go talk to Yen. I talked to Triss.
Oh!
The Triss one is we have to go get Philippa, and the Yen one is we get Margarita, I think. So they're both a little bit longer, and Ceres is a little bit longer. The Avalok one is a decently long quest and a really freaking cool one.
You're the oldest, tell us. Just what's a war do exactly? What style? It's a material world, and I'm a material girl.
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ceres?
Ceres.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what is.
Yeah, I love Yennefer for being so blunt and to the point.
Talk to Triss. Reconvening the lodge? It's not going so well.
Dangerous times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out. And I can't blame them.
Charming place. Why are you here?
You'll find out soon. In the meantime, tell me about Philippa.
Nothing to tell yet. Came to get you first. So, gonna tell me why you're here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts. The prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Daerard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in. Abbe Faria?
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Best run and get him.
Wild about the day!
Damn it. Scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk. thought you'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be!
Calm down, we just want to chat.
And then stick a sieve between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits to you?
No. No, not really.
I'm glad you...
Hey, Jacob.
Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me?
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
Oh, so be it. But we
Oh, is he lurking?
It's unwise to linger in the street.
Lurk Force Alpha.
Drink up. It'll help.
Thanks. What do you want?
To get into Darad.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life. They say no one gets out of Dayrod alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
So you played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
They say Dayrod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
They choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty?
Oh, not officially, but you know how it is.
See ya, Epiphany.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Huh. Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long. What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
Alright, I should go meet Triss for the hydromancy by the Pass of Flora before we go dealing with
Well, you know.
with Philippa.
What grace, what style.
Me? The more I drink, the clearer I...
It's a waste of words.
Ah, the Steam controller's not working now. I guess no more Steam controller for this particular session. That's okay. Let's go to the Passiflora now.
Best deal around. One for the price of two.
One of the things I do like about keyboard and mouse in this game, which I wish the controller did support, was holding down the A button and the controller would just do the same thing as toggling run when you do the keyboard and mouse. Because, like, you'll see that the stamina, like, starts being consumed as soon as it fills up. I'm not actually holding down the shift button right now, because there is a keybind for toggling running.
You're a bigger rat picker than me!
Now I'm in Novigrad, so I should do this.
Switcher, I know who.
What does he know?
Crikey.
Okay, he's not really worth talking to then. Never mind. Getting into the rich part of town now.
And whosoever contributes coin to the
I
cause
kneel before
his
you,
sins shall be
Lord.
forgiven. Only unwavering faith.
Sure you weren't...
Yeah.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed. Graham, et wir, Robert, Michele, Alfelte.
What's that?
Nothing. A preliminary image.
What?
Stop interrupting, I have to focus. Graham, et wir, de agnis kerle, es pirshena a et clays.
Looks familiar. The bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much.
That was the recent past. Anything might happen to her in Dijkstra's hands. Let's go.
Not so fast. The first image. What was that?
Nothing. Really.
Don't brush me off. I know how hydromancy works. Image appeared because you're thinking about it.
It was... King Tancred asked me to become his court advisor in Kavir.
You mentioned Kavir in the lighthouse. I understand why now. Did you accept?
Only a fool would refuse. Tancred's been supportive of the mages from the start. The evacuation was only possible with his help. Now he wants to revive the Council and the Conclave, and I'm to head both.
Tancred's picked a strange battle. All the North's hunting down mages, and he's out to revive the Council?
These are troubled times, and Tancred could be alone in remembering that mages are a powerful force. And that we know how to show gratitude.
It's a great opportunity. Congratulations.
You don't exactly sound thrilled.
Bit worried, that's all. You really ready to dive into politics again?
I wasn't sure at first. Ultimately, though, it's something I've always dreamed of. The dream's within reach now. I'm not about to let it go.
The vision was of a house, not a royal court.
It's the house that awaits us in Pont Vanis. When we're done here, when all this is over, once we've defeated the hunt and Ciri's safe, I'd like us to live there, together.
Guess you've got everything planned out.
You don't like it?
I like it. A lot.
I guess Geralt is a tall one.
Later. Right now, we need to get Philippa.
Right.
Come on.
Alright, so what does final preparations? It still says talk to Triss. You know what? I'm going to stop at this point. Yeah, I'm going to stop at this point. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. I'm going to save the game here. And I am going to quit to the main menu. And thank everyone for stopping by again. And I will see you next time.